my gosh, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. I thought I had it for a different time. I thought I had it for an hour later. But I'm here now. I'm here now. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be doing all of my getting readying stuff right now too. Because it takes a good while to actually get ready, you know, for one of these streams. It takes a good while. Just whacked my chair over the drawer. Ow. Ow. I hope you're all okay. Oh no, I'm running out of gloves. I'm running out of gloves. I'll have to buy more gloves. Oh my god. So how is everyone today anyway? Sorry about my chair being all squeaky and beaky. Oh, this stream is not going to be well. Oh my gosh, I left my phone in my... I'll be back. I'll be back. Give me a moment. But yeah. Yep. So, hello! How are you doing? Sorry, I don't have the cupcake avatars up yet. I don't have the cupcake avatars up yet. I'll get them up. I'll get Cuptool running. Cuptool's not running. Cuptool might be here, but he's not going to listen to you. Oh, yeah, Cuptool. You're not going to pay attention to anybody yet. Oh, wait, I don't even have a background playlist on. What is this? But yeah. How's the hand cam looking? That's up. Yeah, that's a mess. That's a mess. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what's going on? There we go. Why is a nerd emote flying about? Where did that cupcake nerd come from? How are you doing, Cupcon? I'm not feeling very well. My stomach is dying. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm in a rush. I'm in a rush, trying to get ready, realising that starting so late has just absolutely destroyed the stream's chance of getting recommended. Oh no. Unfortunately, my stomach had exploded earlier. I'd eaten some food. My stomach exploded. I thought I wasn't meant to be streaming for another hour. I needed to get my phone done, but my phone was in my bathroom still. Oh my gosh. I got my phone now, so I can start looking at chat on my phone soon. Feel free to end the stream. No, never end early. I have to end it later now. There we go. I don't know why random nerd emote bounced across my screen at some point. I was still getting prepared for today's stream. That's what I was doing. I was getting prepared for today's stream. I was putting some metal models up, preparing them because it took like so many hours to get that done. And now I need to advertise a stream on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, so give me a few. I'm just, as I said, I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing for the stream ahead. This is what happens when you think you got a stream at 5, but it's actually at 4. Okay, give me a moment. I need to bring up Twitter and stuff. Actually, no, first I need to bring up stream avatars. Let's get stream avatars going, shall we? Oh my gosh, where's stream avatars? Why are you not showing here? There you are, come on. Come on. Oh, I didn't do any of my preparing things either. Do like mentally preparing yourself to stream, which I think is actually potentially more important than I just realised it was. Okay, so what do we want to type here? customize your cupcake avatar. Wait, do I want to cupcake avatar here? Oh no. There we go. Okay, and now I need to pin this message. Pin that message. Okay, so we got the cupcake avatars up and running. Now we need to go onto Twitter and onto Reddit. And I need to be like, yo, guys. I'm streaming. The most disorganized stream that there's ever been. So at least there's a chance some people will come here. Where's the hand cam? There it is. Control C. Thumbnails. Hand cam. ABCD. There it is. Face. What hand cam stream are we on? 42. Oh my gosh. We're on hand cam stream 42. Okay, let me rename this. Let me rename it, you stupid computer. Handcam thumbnail 42. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's so hard to do anything when I'm got the... Why did it not load Reddit up? I told you to load Reddit up. Oh my gosh. Okay, create. Havanic images and video. Virtual feed. I thought my foot. I've been getting loads of down votes recently on your Reddit. It's like, am I doing something wrong? Do I have haters? Guys? I like to think that what's actually happening is people mean to upvote, but they accidentally click the downvote thing, you know. Okay, so what do I want to say to advertise the stream? I'm making metal minis. It is self-torture. There we go. Post. You'll be right back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Does that mean I'm alone now? All alone. Cupcake Conjuror. Open link in new tab. Oh, why am I meant to be live now? Why? I failed to check as well. I was like, am I meant to be live right now? No, I'm not live right now. I'm meant to be going live at 4 or 5. And I failed to check that. I thought it said 5. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. That's good. But I was wrong. I was silly. I was a silly Billy. I did it all wrong. Coming back. Yahoo, Banry. How are you doing? Sorry, my internet died for a moment. Oh, I hate the internet times. My internet was dying before, struggling to do anything. Today is not a good day. What's up, Mercury? How you doing? I'm making metal models today. Oh my gosh, I can't even type. Oh, I didn't realise what time I didn't realise what time we were meant to be streaming today. I'm the one who scheduled it. I made the schedule. I wrote down the times, and oh my gosh, I'm just dead. I'm just dying. I'm just a mess in the head. I can't be bothered putting link in replies. I'll just do vtuber, ENvtuber. There we go. And then I'll just like that tweet. There we go. Move this stuff over here so I can see things. Open up YouTube again. I got loads of notifications on over here. There we go. And then pop out this chat so I can see it over on this screen. And then we'll give Cupcake some life. Cupcake, do you want to be alive? You're good. You've been tinkering with your smartwatch. You posted in Discord. You've posted a smartwatch in Discord. Nice. You got a smartwatch. That's so cool. I've never had a smartwatch. Although, to be honest, I don't think I want a smartwatch. Screen's too tiny. Won't be able to play games and watch videos on it easily. Cocktail, what program do you... Oh, BTS Pog, there we go. I forgot what program Cocktail uses then. And now I can finally put my desktop audio on. Because Cocktail, are you alive, Cocktail? You better be. You better be.
I'm alive.
You're alive! Woo! Okay, so you've been listening to I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister, Dr. Feelgood, and James Brown Dead. Ooh, nice music. Nice music. I know of Twisted Sister and Dr. Feelgood. As in for band Twisted Sister. They were relatively popular. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Boss Handcam. Is this set up right? Let me check. There we go. Do that. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, this is an entire mess because I was still setting up for today's stream. I had a plan for stuff I wanted to talk about. I had a plan for stuff we're going to be doing, and I was getting those plans sorted. As you can see, I was getting metal models here. I washed them in warm water. It's a funny joke because it's a walking tractor and I'm on a wheelchair. Maybe it is a joke. A walking track. I think those trackers don't just have to track steps, do they? They can track, you know, general fitness. Oh, there you go. So these are metal pieces that I've had to be breaking so far of 2 metal sets that we've got. Well, actually 3, 2 and a bit metal sets we've got. I'm still doing this piece. It's like I've spent so long today just cleaning metal so that it will glue together. Because they cover, if you don't know, these things are covered in a coating so that they can be separated from the mold when they're being printed out. I know, injected. But this also means that they can't glue together and primer won't stick to them, so you have to wash them first. And then you have, they've just got so many metal bits on them that I have to break off. Like, look at just that thing there, these 2 things here. It's just... oh. So much has to be broken off them. Yes, EDM is always my favourite genre of the 90s. Yeah, EDM's cool. So, Cupcake, what's easier to paint, metal, plastic, or resin? Depends who you ask, and depends what the model is. Generally, metal is horrible to do. Oh, darn it, I dropped that. You okay? Yeah, you didn't get any bits broken off yet. Good, good. Generally speaking, metal is horrible to do because it is, as I said before, you got this thing where it's covered in this coating so that it can be separated from its mold, but what that means is primer and stuff and glue just doesn't want to stick to it anymore. So you have to make sure it's well washed beforehand, but even then, it still doesn't stick to the same. It's very hard to paint them with the same paint when it comes to metal. Plastic's relatively easy to paint, and plastic prints have advanced massively over the years. So what was once true was resin models were once higher detail, right? And as a result, if you're not trying to paint in massive detail yourself, but you use a bunch of washes, it was actually much easier to paint with resin due to resin having so much higher detail. All you do is put a wash on your model, and this would mean that it would just seep into all of the details. So you can get all of the cool detail without, you know, painting it yourself. Whereas if you look at like this, like there, his foot there, that entire area is basically just rounded plastic. And there too, there's some detail there, but if you want to get a really good texture on it, you're going to have to paint in the texture. Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to have to paint in the texture. And I see. Plastic is better, but resin is better. No, this is where it depends. Like old models, yeah, this is true for old models. But resin had a much better texture and material. It was just like so much higher. Oh, what's the word? Fidelity? I don't know. No, not fidelity. I don't know. There's a word for it. But yeah. But nowadays, plastic, like this is a very old model. This is a modern model. Let's actually go for these, since these are just basic line infantry. This is a more modern model, and you can see that, generally speaking, they go with much higher detail and a better texture to the plastic itself. You can still see the fact that it's got very flat areas though. Whereas if you go to resin, everything is just incredibly textured. Paint molecules don't blend with metal molecules, which is why it's, yeah. That's true. You have to really get metal paint if you want to paint these easily. iOS, hello iOS. But the issue is that it's like I've been looking up various painters and stuff, and some people really hate resin models because Games Workshop just makes them too detailed. And ultimately it's because their entire thing is they want to paint. They don't want it to be easy to paint, they just want to paint, and they want to paint the way they want to. As soon as you start putting a texture on your model, it makes it so much harder to paint it if you don't want that texture there, or if you want to add a different style of texture. So a lot of them would prefer this basic, a lot more bland plastic to very highly textured resin. So again, a lot of it comes down to what you want. Metal generally doesn't make anyone happy, because one thing about metal is it is highly textured, but metal warps a lot more than even resin does, and it's harder to fix in many regards because it's just kind of terrible the way it is. We're Not Gonna Take It is another great song. Yeah. So many great songs by Twisted Sister. Lots of clicks. But yeah, this stuff gets kind of warped, but as you can see, well, you might not be able to see because this camera does not want to focus here. You can see this is very highly textured for metal. So as a result, if you want to give it any sort of other feeling of, texture, quality to your model, you can't do it with paint. You're going to have to first start filing this down and scratching at it, which is not very good. You don't want to do that sort of stuff. That's an actual painter teaching me. I just want to put fun to nerd. You want me to nerd? No. But it really depends on what you want. For the average person, I'd say resin is by far the best thing to paint. Resin and highly detailed plastic models are the best ones to paint. It's generally a good thing. You can get metal paints which will help you paint these types of stuff well, but you still need to wash the metal down. Hot soapy water, wash it all down, get the mold off it. And then you want to make sure you get your primer all over this. Airbrushing these models, actually, airbrushing metal is a good way of painting metal. Trying to paint it by hand is a little bit harder. Or at least you only want to paint it by hand once you've already got a few coats of your airbrush paint on it. So yeah. But yeah, before the stream, I was trying to clean up these model pieces for the stream, and it was taking a very long time. I'm just cutting off all the sharp bits of metal so I don't damage the bush when painting it. But also, there's just so many pieces. There's just so... For dwarf... We're building catapults mostly today. Catapults and trebuchets. Dwarf catapult, goblin trebuchet. And the dwarf catapult was so horrible. So many of the pieces were warped out of shape. So many of the pieces just had large bits of metal and needed to cut off them. But you got all these little... I don't know the official word for it. Just lots of these things that I need to cut off. Basically from the mold. I just base them and then add shade and then maybe blood. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want. Like, if you're like me and half of the... Like, if you want to... Like, I want to paint my models as well as I can, and I can't use an airbrush. an airbrush would make it a lot easier once I know how to use one. But in general, if you're using an airbrush, then it doesn't really matter what type of model you're using, if I'm honest. If you know how to use it and can use it well. I don't know how to use airbrushes, mind you. I've never used one, and I don't really have a decent space for airbrushes. Because airbrushes have a... Like, if I was to use an airbrush right now, I've got a £1,000 monitor right here, drawing tablet. If I start spraying here a model, I'm going to potentially cover this in paint. I've got another monitor over here. That is at this. I've got my tracking camera phone here. I've got this camera here. I've got all sorts. I've basically got all sorts of tech here. I don't want to get covered in paint. And I can't just cover them in cardboard or, you know, paper or something, because I need to see my monitors of the stream. So if I had a proper workshop like some of these people do, I could do it. But I don't have a workshop. I just have a tiny little corner on my desk. Quite literally, right here. My desk is like this, but this is just an empty space underneath this. Really cute when nerding out, but contacting us. Thank you. I'm adorable. But yeah, I love this mat though. I love this cat, but I always wanted one of these. I never realised they were metal though. Probably why they're always expensive. Yeah, airbrush is a bit harder. You need to practice. Yeah, hose control. Yeah. Even once you got hose control, you still have to do it in a space where you're not going to have to worry about getting stuff covered in paint. Also, you need to do it in a well-ventilated area with a mask on. Well, you should do it with a mask on. A lot of people don't, but you should. Oh, I can just cut this off it. But yeah, and unfortunately my desk is moderately okay ventilated, but not super well ventilated. Maybe one day, when I'm a bigger streamer and I can afford a bunch of stuff, I can afford my own workshop, we can do that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just cutting off all these little metal bits now, so that we can actually make the model. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe. I thought we had a stream at 5. I seriously did. Turns out it was an hour earlier. So probably not going to get a stream recommended, because YouTube doesn't like it when you start to stream really late. There we go. There we go. I accidentally stabbed myself with an airbrush uncapped and involuntarily tattooed yourself. Oh my gosh, that does not sound fun. I never realised airbrushes were short. I guess it makes sense. Oh, I knew there was a face on. The face is here. I can barely see the face. I doubt you guys will be able to. But yeah, this model. Now, this model wasn't too bad. It was a dwarf catapult that you have to worry about. The goblin rock lobber. Goblin rock lobber. There we go. Another piece here to bend and break off. Here now. I always have to be careful about what parts actually need breaking off and what parts don't. Gonna need a vacuum in here. There's bits of metal everywhere. But yeah, let's build with Goblin Rock Clubber while we're here. I was going to go for Dwarf stuff first, but you know what? We should go for Goblin stuff, maybe. Okay, first order metal bits. Use your base. Move them out the way. Actually, you know what? Let's get all the plastic bases out. And just throw all of the metal bits into here. Yeah. Metally bits. Uncut airbrush is pointed like it. That makes sense, I suppose. That makes sense. There we go. 20. I think it's 25 millimeters. Well, this is 30 millimeters, right? Yeah, so these are 25. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show off today before we started doing any metal models. These guys. Okay, so I've got these guys here. These are old arcs. The old arcs I grew up with, right? Back before Age of Sigmar, these are for arcs. This is an arc boss. He's got a cool little helmet on. He's got cool little shoulder pads and cool little spikes. And a big cleaver, yeah! And a shield with a spiky face on it. And look at his back. Look at that booty just sticking out. He's twerking. Bow-legged. Oh, it's cool. Look at them twerky twerk. And look at ugly face. Okay, come on. And I'm going to get a new camera. I'm going to get a document camera for hand cams because I was speaking to someone else and they were like, yeah. They had the same camera as me and they decided to get a cheap document camera and the document camera was just so much better for it. So I'm going to save up for a decent document camera. Stop buying Warhammer for a while. Okay, come on. But I want to show off his face. He's got a dopey little arc face. There you go. Look how dopey. He's got a big tongue, big mouth. He's got little bongo drums. Little bongo drumsticks that have skulls on them. And super long arms that are like long enough to touch the ground and go through it when he stood up straight. Yeah, these arcs are weird. I do not understand these things. I don't understand why they got like a gorilla. They walk like a gorilla. And then he's got like a little peasant hat. He's got the same thing on his shield, your mouth, a little face. But yeah, these are old arcs. And I did buy a second set of the new arcs. But these guys are the new arcs. At least the new arcs are now in two types. This type of arc are Auric, as they called in Age of Sigmar. Come on. Here we go. Look at it's much smaller faces. They're much more normal proportioned, at least on the surface they seem to be. They got thinner arms. They don't wear any shoes apparently. They don't have as much clothing. They wear rags. They look far more like, you know, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. Or except they have these really cool squig shields. They look so much more vicious and evil. You're going to rest. Bye-bye. You're trying to focus it. I look away for a sec and I see it's a pug face in front of me. Pug face. Yeah, but some people say these are very Tolkien-esque arcs. But I'd argue against these ones being Tolkien-esque and say these ones are far more Tolkien-esque. Because when people say these arcs like Tolkien arcs, what they really mean is for like the arcs and for Peter Jackson films. Rest well, Mercury. Dream of cupcakes. Dream of cupcakes. And, you know, listen to good music. Yeah. But the thing is if you actually read Tolkien's description on arcs, these guys are not arcs. I mean, also look at how much taller this guy is. This guy's super tall by comparison. Let's put the two models next to one another. They're facing one another. Yeah. This guy's so much taller. He's thinner, but he's taller. He also has a proper hunchback rather than this weird curve they've got going on like a gorilla. Tell the sun to cool down. Never, the sun needs to be hotter. Needs to get hotter, needs to burn up all that helium inside it. Oh, that hydrogen, sorry. I'm getting confused between H words again. But, yeah. But if you actually read the description of Tolkien arcs, they're described as bow-legged. These guys are very bow-legged. These guys aren't. These guys just have kind of normal legs. That guy's bow-legged, though. They're described as short. No, not short. What did he say? Stout. You know, he described them basically as short and broad. And these guys are relatively short and broad, at least with how bow-legged they are for short and broad. He described them as very long-armed, and these guys have super long arms. Very wide-mouthed, and these guys' mouths. I mean, look how wide their mouths are. Their mouths are wider than their heads. They got more mouth than they have brain. He described them as being very sharp-fanged, pointy-eared, flat nose, and these guys have such flat noses are basically non-existent, being squashed into a face. But yeah, these guys are basically just an over-exaggeration of all the descriptions of Lord of the Rings art. Until you basically get some chimpanzees that are hairless. Except they're not short. A large arc was considered nearly man-sized. These guys are like man-sized already. Tolkien arcs are more human-like, sapien, and Warhammer arcs are more Unga-Bunga Neanderthal chimps. Kind of, but if you look at... You can very clearly tell that these were inspired by descriptions of Lord of the Rings Tolkien arcs. One of the major reasons is because in Lord of the Rings, Tolkien wrote a letter to a friend, right, describing his art. And in that letter, he was quite a bit racist and described them as very Mongolian, but less attractive. So all of the features he described, but Mongolian and less attractive. Now that doesn't make much sense because he didn't really describe Mongolians. But if you actually look at the arcs, especially originally, they're very clearly inspired by Mongolians, effectively. The Goblin Wolf Riders, you've got the style of hats they use, the style of shoe they use, you've got the fact that they are... The Goblin Wolf Rider archers are very clearly inspired by the Mongolian horse cavalry. And as a result, you can very clearly tell these are just basic over-exaggerations of Tolkien's descriptors of what an arc was. And if you look at some of the early adaptations of what arcs were, they're kind of similar to these types of arcs, surprisingly. These arcs, on the other hand, are more close to what we consider goblins. The goblins, gremlins, fairies, all of these things. We already had a description. Didn't Tolkien arcs used to be elves? That was one of his things that he wanted to do with them. Trolls. You say that because British people already get to see the sun once a year. Actually, no, we've been having lots of hot weather recently, so I keep having to have my air conditioner on. And why I bought an air conditioner so my computer would stop overheating, and so I would stop overheating. Did Tolkien arcs used to be elves that have been corrupted by an evil god? That was kind of the case. He did want to do... In his Silmarillion, I can't pronounce it, I forget words. But basically, in his notes and his writings and stuff, that was one of his, like, potential explanations for what arcs were. But it wasn't his guaranteed explanation. Like, later he decided he didn't like that idea, and that orcs were different from elves. He decided on later. But he also said that orcs were dug up from the ground, like they were grown like seeds or like fungus, and that when you're birthing an orc, you dig it up from under the ground. If you look at the movies, they did both things. The Uruk-hai are basically born from like a mold and then buried underground, while the orcs were corrupted elves. He went with both of those explanations. Neither of those explanations are actually canon to Tolkien's arcs, he just gave a number of possible explanations of what orcs could be, but none that were, as far as I'm aware, neither of them have been officially canonized. At least not by Tolkien originally. Yeah, that one, the salmon. The salmon lion. Yeah. I love a lot of Tolkien stuff, but yeah, these guys are very clearly more inspired by old-fashioned ideas of gremlins and, you know, goblins, gremlins, fairies, those kind of things. And when he wrote about orcs, people did draw not what he described, but these big-nosed, big-eared goblin creatures, the ones that have been described in fairy tales, like the Grimm fairy tales and so on. And just stories for centuries now. I mean, since Roman times, we've been writing about little sprites running around like that. Have always been seen as evil and whatever. And that's where our ideas of goblins came from. And at the same time he was writing Lord of the Rings and stuff, in fact became released, the idea of gremlins was extremely popular. Because it had been popular at, well, first it was in like pilots in the air forces and stuff. Silmarillion, yeah. It's a fun. I've read that. It's been ages since I actually properly read it first, so. But yeah. So if you look at like the gremlins and stuff, but it was the gremlins were pilots in World War II and before then, basically trying to explain malfunctions, and they added to stories these little gremlins, these goblin-like creatures that were on the plane just sabotaging stuff. Looney Tunes added them into their cartoons of their propaganda stuff. Other places had posters of gremlins, like beware of gremlins, basically beware of malfunctions in your plane. And this was just went from way beyond the airports and stuff, from Air Force to tanks to cars to industry. Gremlins became very, very popular, and since gremlins were basically just based on old-fashioned ideas of goblins and fairies and stuff, at the same time this was out, people viewed orcs, basically ignored half the descriptors of the orcs and just started drawing gremlins in place of the orcs. They basically just read the word short, small, evil creatures and just went with the idea that everyone already had about short, small, evil creatures. So yeah, I find that relatively interesting. But they became like a popular version of what orcs were as a result, since he also popularized orcs. And then by the time you get to the Peter Jackson films, he kind of combined both of them into one, both the actual Tolkien description and the idea that people already had about orcs. Actually, there were two versions of orcs, because there was another book that described orcs as pig-faced creatures, pig-faced men, with flat faces. As a result, orcs were often shown in various cartoons that weren't Tolkien style to be pigmen. So they were the other type. But Peter Jackson combined the more goblin aesthetic with the more Tolkien aesthetic to create his types of orcs, and then they became one of the common types of orcs which these clearly are based upon, are inspired by. Oh my gosh, you managed to win the jump game. Yeah. So it's like nerding out a bit about orcs. But yeah, I like these orcs. I mean, I know they're different from the old-fashioned orcs I grew up with. I like it. I like the idea that this is more vicious, cunning, mercy. Like these orcs, I never liked these types of orcs in fantasy, because I just didn't like them in like lines and ranks. Like these guys lining up in organized file just never felt right. It never felt right. They should be running forward in a disorganized blob. These guys, on the other hand, I could imagine these guys lined up in rank and file, organized like mercenaries and groups. These guys, yes. These guys, no. These guys, yes. Also, look at his banner. Look at how cool this banner is. Look, it's got a tongue and everything. Got a little squig face. Got little heads hanging off it. It's got this shieldy thing that she look at his armor plating. Look, it's got a big scar in his eye, and it's got a big Urukai sword. I think Roald Dahl may also have written a short story about gremlins. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of short stories about gremlins from various things. Oh, but yeah. So I do think these, when I read about Lord of the Rings orcs, I feel like these are just very much based on over-exaggerated versions of Lord of the Ring orc descriptors. Like when they say they're bow-legged, they're extremely bow-legged. When they say they got long arms, they got such long arms that they just reach to the ground. They got what's wide mouths, so wide it's wider than the top of their head. Sharp fangs, so sharp and large that they're just like half the size of a head as well. They don't fit in the mouth. So I think these are much closer to Tolkien orcs than these guys are. Oh. My daily life starts with cooking these days. Daily life starts with cooking. Oh, how come? It doesn't that mean they get a really nice breakfast each day, though? Oh no, falling over. So we need to glue these things together now. So this goes here. Let me get my super glue. It's over here. And hopefully we're not going to destroy our gloves today. Okay, and which way do we want it to go? Do we want it to go this way? No. Definitely goes the other way. Actually, wait, I've got the thing here. Okay, so it goes this way. We're building a trebuchet. Don't worry about it. We spent enough time talking about art. Yeah, I wanted the second type of orcs that they've made now for Age of Sigmar. And I had bought some, but they've not arrived yet. And that's they're basically for updated versions of these. So rather than being skinny and thin like these ones, they are much more like these guys. I think they look really cool and I just wanted to get them. Fried rice, I'm too lazy. Yeah, cook loads of things at once. That's what I like doing. How does this fit together? Wait, where did my piece of paper? It's on the floor. Oh my gosh, Elite Trainer and iOS are fighting one another. So this goes here, like that, right? And these bits face that way. It's meant to have these bits. Right? Yeah, it's meant to have these bits. And then it goes into here. It doesn't want to go in. Oh, I can't pin it down. Okay, let's look into here. Make sure that I'm not missing anything. It's not just a tiny piece of metal just keeping everything. No, it just needs to be wider. Widen. Darn it, can't make these any wider. You. Yes, you can work. Ugh. Make it wider. Now. Oh, it worked. Nice. Oh, I made it too wide. Oops. Okay, give me a moment. There we go. Oh no. Hey, phew. It still fits. Okay, but it is a bit misshapen. Because that bit does not line up correctly. It's meant to be on this, but it's instead hanging off the edge. So let's realign it. Ow! Spike in my finger. Yeah, these metal pieces are often just shaped out of shape, out of whack. It's a bit annoying, but it's just something you have to deal with from time to time. I'm glad they don't do much metal models anymore. Often they just go with resin instead of metal now. Because metal, I preferred dealing with metal when I was a kid. Not metal, for dealing with resin when I was a kid. And I hated dealing with resin. You're back. Oh, you're winning. Kind of. I just finished talking about the new arcs. If you've not seen the new arcs, actually, let's use. I mean, I converted this guy, gave him a different hand from a goblin to give him a little trumpet. Let's find one that doesn't have the hat. Ah, no, let's use you. These are the new arcs, the new arcs from Age of Sigmar. They got really cool squig shields. I really love the shields. And they look more like Lord of the Rings art from Peter Jackson films. They're really, really cool, mind you. But they are very different from the arcs I grew up with, which is these guys. Yeah. Oh my gosh, his arms are on properly. Oops. Yeah. But that being said, there's got two types of arcs now. Arcs, as they're called in Age of Sigmar. You got these vicious ones, and you've got some other big ones. But I don't have the other ones. I did buy some, but they've not arrived yet. I have some of them. Ooh, oh yeah, because you got that starter set, didn't you? That starter set's so cheap right now, or at least buying bits of it on eBay. Yes, that's why I've got them, because I could get 30 of these arcs for about 12 quid. That's how cheap they are at the moment. Because everyone wants the other models from the kit. Elder God, hello Elder God, yoho, how you doing? You can really tell talking arcs and Warhammer art. Oh my gosh, this isn't flat. I thought it was flat. Flat Earth was talking about the Earth after they get into space. So I did wash all these metal parts in hot soapy water before the stream, dried them all off, to make sure that they would stick. I wanted to see how much easier it is to stick now I've washed them. Didn't know if they were added to Old World. There's also a smaller version of them. Oh no, they're hobgoblins. They're hobgoblins. They are hobgrots as they are in Age of Sigmar. No, they've not been added to Old World. I've literally just got some Old World bases and stuck them to the bases. They actually came with round bases. But you can use them in Old World because these guys just look so cool regimented. And because they're so much bigger than the normal arc and just look so much more vicious, I'm using them as big uns. Like, look at the size difference. Like, sure, these guys might be meatier, but these guys are so much bigger. And look at the powerful back. Like, oh. Yeah. These guys are huge. We could just wipe them out. So I'm using these as big to represent big uns. I've seen other people do it as well, so I'm like, you know what? Good idea. I'm stealing it. Okay, is this... Oh! It's glued! Very cool. They have poison weapons and have some cool swamp. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm turning the guy, the big wolf guy. I'm going to put him on a 30 by 30 base, 30 by 60 base, because this is a 30 by 30, so it's two bases glued together. And I've got to turn like the main guy from that kit into a swamp mage, not a swamp mage, a orc mage, shark shaman. So anyway, I'll glue this guy to here. How does that look? Does that look fine? I think that's meant to go up to there. Let's look. Yeah, that's meant to go wider. Oh, I'm having to bend this into shape so it will actually fit how it's meant to. Earlier, that's good enough. No, they're called odd boss. He's called an odd boss, not a weird boy. Weird boy is the 40k arc version of them. But the old world version is now known as a odd boss. And the weaker version is called an odd knob. An odd knob for some reason. Oh, my chair. I need to move my chair. It's stuck in the ground. There we go. Powerful back is a key for shield and spear technique. Yeah. There we go. So, okay, it's gluing together. Not very well, mind you. I'm probably going to get green stuff out eventually. I just want to see how well it actually glues together without the green stuff. So we're going to want, which part's next? Wait, which part is next? Oh, it's this piece. Okay, this piece is next. And it wants to be glued in. That wants to be a bit. So this wants to be like here. Oh, it does want to be here. Oh, that's good. That's cool. That's a good space for it. But this needs to be bent a little further back. There we go. Yeah. Odd knob and odd boss. Yeah, I'm going to make him an odd boss of war magic, and I'm giving him a. I actually like the ideas. I'm going to turn 2 of the goblin characters into actual characters. I'll take out the kit. Here we go. Here you go. Who am I talking about? So yeah, there's this big wolf thing, right? That came in the starter set, the old starter set. And it's got a little ogre head fitted on it. Yeah, I'm turning this guy into an odd boss. He's going to be like a magical war boss. And he's going to be mounted on a bar. He's really cool. I like him. I want to marry him. No, I don't. I don't know what I'm going to do with the shooter things. I see shooters that come in, there's no equivalent in fantasy for them. But then there's a couple of other characters in it, like you've got... This guy's actually meant to be a character, but he's just better as a normal standard bearer in my eyes. I'm familiar with Age of Sigmar lore. Are the orcs still attack? I think they are. But I don't know Age of Sigmar lore. I just know some of the model sets. But I also know that a lot of the model sets for Age of Sigmar were originally intended for Warhammer Fantasy. But because they're getting rid of Warhammer Fantasy, they reappropriated them for Warhammer 40, for Age of Sigmar. Oh my gosh, that's a huge skull. I don't know what that skull's for. But yeah, there's a shaman here. I'm going to use this guy as just a generic orc shaman. I didn't give him troll magic because I'm going to use the goblin who's stirring a pot here as a night goblin shaman with a fungus vine and a troll potion. So he gets access to troll magic. And also he's just like, he's stirring a bowl of fungus wine. I like that idea. I like his... Tony, yahoo, how you doing? But now called Auric Warclans, yeah. A lot of the names were changed. I think the names were changed basically because Games Workshop wanted better copyright claimability. Like when they just called orcs, I think they couldn't like claim against people copying their models because orcs was just a generic term. So if they want to rename them Aurics so that they could get better copyright. Same with the ogres, they're not called ogres anymore. They got a different name. It's still very similar sounding. The trolls are no longer called trolls, they're called troggoths. The orcs are now Aurics, and so on and so forth. And I'm using this guy as the leader of this squad. And he's going to be an orc big boss. And this goblin here is going to be an orc, a night goblin big boss in metallic armor and with an enchanted shield. And he's going to be called Nighty, the Night Goblin. Look, I don't know what I'm going to do with this Space Marine. I mean, Stormcast Eternal on the base, though. Come on, focus. Focus! Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a new document camera. Come on. Okay, there he is. Stormcast. Yeah, you can see this. He looks like a Space Marine. Don't know what I'm going to do with him, though. Might just remove the base entirely. Maybe use it for materials or something. The 4 major clans, Savage Orcs, Armored Orcs, the new Swamp Orcs, and the Alliance of all 3. For Savage Orcs, they don't have any Savage Orc models at the moment, which might mean they're coming to Old World and they're getting a new set of stuff. I know the Forest Goblins are still in Age of Sigmar, mind you. These orcs are called they're called Gut Drippers, but the clan, I can't remember what the clan is from. The Armored Orcs are the Iron Jaws, and they're not just Armored Orcs though, because they also have Brutes, and the Brutes are much bigger but much less armoured versions, are a bit like Slayers from Old Dwarves. I do have a set of the Hobgoblins as well. I'm going to use these as goblins with I'm going to give them the goblin shields from a bowman at the moment, and then I'm going to add 3 skulkers, nasty skulkers to the unit to represent that they are deadlier in combat than your average goblin. Yeah. Also going to have to cut all of the bases from them because they got slot bases. But yeah. Also, do you want to see something else I got? Because these giants do exist in normal fantasy in Old World. Because I just found it really cheap. It was just a smashed up box, but apparently the contents were fine. And it's true. The box was a mess, but the contents were fine. So I managed to get this giant model. It's huge. It's massive. It's like this big. This is its base size. But I can't have round bases, so I'm going to find a square base for it. Well, actually, I found a square base for it. But yeah, all of it. In Old World, they're called Stone Grinder or Bone Grinder Giants, I think. The only official Old World model for it, and this is like the old official fantasy one, is a massive wrestling model that's really thin and on a base that's like way too small. It's so small for it that it barely fits on the base, and because the model's so tall and top heavy, it just always falls over, and people hated it because it was always falling down over in mid-game and breaking because it's made out of resin. The idea is that if you play one for you play only one flavor, you get special buffs, but playing all three combines it as a var. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need green stuff. This is not sticking very well. You know, the Imperial Guard now, son. Astra Militum. There we go. They did that with the Imperial Guard renaming them to Astra. Yeah, they did it with the mechanic. Also, they did it with a lot of Warhammer stuff for renamings. Technically, they never got renamed though. Like, they were always named for Astra Militarium. I say always. They've been known as the Astra. The official name's always been for Astra Militarium for ages. Just they only had that in the law. But then they finally decided, you know what? It's about time we stop calling them Imperial Guard in the game and start calling them for Astra Militarium. And then just call them for Imperial Guard and Law. So that one works a little better than others and stuff. That being said, they still have, but now they're going back to Old World. They've reintroduced orcs as orcs, dwarves as dwarves, elves as elves, and all of that stuff. But I think because of the influence of Games Workshop and stuff now, and the power of, especially due for Warhammer Talk to War and how popular it became, I think it's given them a little more ability to control their whatever. I don't know. But goblins are... I know for their own faction. I find that weird. And they don't participate in the war. Yeah. I like how the goblin models, none of the goblin models have been updated. The trolls, yes. The giants, yeah. Actually, no, the basic giant is still the same giant from years ago. The ogres are just... Queso's kind of... Queso? Oh wait, he's that one Twitch streamer. I saw some shorts about him. Can't improve perfection. I mean, it does actually help because when I bought... I got a bunch of Night Goblins at the moment and they're literally just for Age of Sigmar Night Goblin Spearheads. Because it's just such a good set. I also do like the new Night Goblin models in that set though, like the Squig Hoppers. I love this. I never liked Squig Hoppers before, but the Squig Hoppers on that set, I adore. There we go. So, but yeah, two of those sets aren't actually badly priced and give you really good stuff. I really like the new trolls. I know they re-released the old trolls, but the new trolls, the new rock troggoths are so much cooler than the old trolls ever were and will be. Darn it, super glue. Darn you, super glue. Oh, these gloves get super glued so easily, but the metal model I'm trying to glue does not get glued easily. How about that? Just a way of life, isn't it? There we go. Just got all this green stuff stuck to my fingers now because of the super glue. But yeah. I always liked the forest goblins, but they don't do forest goblin infantry anymore. They've got forest goblin spider riders still, but they don't have the forest goblins on what's it called? Just infantry. The Ragnarok spider's still the same model, but I expected it to be the same model. The model was not that old, and they basically decided to stop doing fantasy. And it's such a good model as well. The trolls needed updating though. The troll model was kind of boring. And people liked making troll armies, but then they were just really boring to build because you had basically 3 types of troll, and that was it. They did release river trolls before Fantasy ended, and they became very, very popular very, very quickly. And now the rock trolls Troggoths seem popular. Oh, for that being said, I have the option to buy rock Troggoths, which are more expensive than buying river Troggoths, but honestly, river ones are probably better for me at the moment. But I just like the rock ones so much more. Okay, got my green stuff down. There we go. So I think this piece is what I want next. Actually, no, maybe I want the stabilization pieces next. Let's look. So I think this piece will go. Yeah, this piece will go. This piece will go here. Yeah, okay, that goes here. Oh, I like a lot of the Age of Sigmar models though. Like I was looking at the Age of Sigmar Great Cannon, and I do like the old Great Cannon a lot, but I also like the new Age of Sigmar one. It's a bit different though, mind you. It does take a little bit of getting used to compared to the old one. Like they definitely went for the more fantasy aesthetic with the Sigmar one. But the old one definitely was trying to go for a more realism approach. Although with Old World, they should have both as an option now, and that's going to be so cool when they finally do release the Empire back. I'm not sure about Stormcast Eternals, but I don't think they could have gotten away with Stormcast Eternals that well in if they didn't make Age of Sigmar. Okay, how does this go on? It goes on like this? Oh, it goes on there. Okay, that makes sense. And it ties on here. Okay. Oakley dokely then. Keep that pressed down forward. We glue some here. I put some glue here. Try to avoid my gloves touching it. Look how much. This is what happens when I touch super glue. Oh no, you're stuck. Okay, gonna have to actually move this now. It's in the wrong place. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, that's in the correct place now. Yeah. Any luck, this will glue down how it's intended to. Keep that forward. But then I need to add this rock to the end here. And it's meant to glue up this this big heavy chunk of metal is meant to glue in by just that tiny little thing there. Like, I don't think so. Stormcast Eternals are fine in my opinion. They seem to be the main army of the stuff. Yeah, they became very popular, but I don't think they would have become popular if they decided to release Stormcast Eternals without Age of Sigmar. Like, if they made Age of Sigmar, if they made, say, Stormcast Eternals, but didn't release but they just made it a fantasy, a new fantasy faction, I'm not sure it would have gone over as well. I mean, Age of Sigmar never went over well. But you know what I mean. I guess it depends how they add them to the story. Like, if they made a Second Coming of Sigmar storyline and a bunch of heroes coming from, like, the equivalent of heaven, then I think maybe it could have worked. I just whacked into a microphone, sorry. Carl fans too. Nope, that's just gonna fall off. I'm gonna have to wait until the rest of the models dry to add this one on. Yeah, I'm just breaking this model to pieces, trying to add that on. Just too heavy of a weight. Doesn't help that the metal pieces are just so misshapen, they're not in the right position to begin with. Okay, where does this go? Does this go in there? Does it go in the base here? Oh. Okay, oh, wait, where is he? Where is he? This guy with a flag. It's a flag man. He is meant to go... Well, oh, he can go anywhere, but he's meant to go on top of this thing like that. Oh, wait, so like what? Carl Fanzia. Oh no, I mean Carl Fans wasn't exactly... Carl Fans was just the emperor, he was a normal dude. He was a cool dude, but he was just a normal dude. He wasn't Sigmar. Sigmar was an actual god. He was a god emperor of fantasy. Hi Rain, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. There we go. There we go. Guy stood at the top of that. You can't even see him anymore. Put this rock just there. Oh, I fell off. Rain, blame you for this. Okay, where's a little bauble of green stuff? I'll give you a little bubble of green stuff. Just pick that up with your foot. There you go. And now you can stay stuck there. Weird thing to say. Quipinarian. What's Quipinarian? Okay, then this guy. Oh my gosh, I just made a little sausage. This guy goes into this tiny base here. And he'll have loads of room on either side. Yeah, I hate these things. So what you do? Go off these. Oh, it's called Crew. His name is Crew. Yeah. Wait, what's this? Does that say? No, it's just a DW copyright thing. Oh, Hearthstone streamer. Hearthstone's that one game, isn't it? By it's like actually I can't remember. World of Warcraft. Is that it? Or is it Magic? I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay, there you go. Super glue on one side, green stuff on the other. It's one of the most games of all time. I know people complained about a big change it made ages ago in it. And that said Marvel's Snap became the new Hearthstone. And then Marvel Snap basically did the same thing apparently. That's all I know about it. If I only got that from a YouTube short, I don't know how trustworthy YouTube shorts are, to be honest. So... I have to be careful not to get my gloves all destroyed by super glue. There you go. I'm just trying to go for like a grassy mound sort of effect on it. Are you like a drama encyclopedia? Yes, I am. I just watch YouTube shorts. It gives me all sorts of ideas of drama. Oh look, there's a goblin with a goblin. There's a goblin swinging a big spanner and it's got a goblin attached. And it's got a red cap. Oh, red cap. I love red cap. Do you know about red cap for goblin? He's the cap's red because it's covered in blood apparently. It's a fairy tale. Is it a Scottish fairy tale? I don't know if it's a Scottish fairy tale. Fairy tale I know of. So it has to be a Scottish one. Goblin on goblin action. Goblin D's banners. Look as much as you want. Yeah. No, you don't need to worry about looking. We like lookers here. Lookers are the best. We want more lookers. I need at least 100 lookers per stream, guys. Nothing wrong with a good looking. Nothing wrong with a working. And that's what I do in a lot of streams. I'm just like, yahoo, and then I just work and look. I just work and look, although sometimes I get distracted from my working and looking, so then it just becomes more just watching a stream. And then it becomes... Oh, the base is all out of shape. But don't worry, this is what clippers were born for. Actually, no, clippers are born to clip things, but still. It can also be used to realign metal. Yeah, he needs to go into this base. Wait, does he have a peg leg? He has a peg leg! Come on, Metal. Stop being so shiny. Let my camera focus on you. Here's a peg leg. There's a peg leg. There's a peg leg. This is why I need to get a document camera. Hey, you can kind of tell it's a peg leg. Okay, it worked. Wait, actually, no, it didn't work. How it worked. But yeah, I'm gonna save up for a document camera. Need to stop buying Warhammer so I can save up for a decent document camera, and then we can have a better hand cams. The best hand cams this side of a Mississippi. I don't think I'm actually on a side of a Mississippi, if I'm honest. I'm in Britain, so I don't think that thing works, but you know, no one ever said I made sense. There you go. Okay, we got a Goblin Rock Lobber crew done, and most of the Rock Lobber. It just needs its counterweight added on. Ooh. Ah. Oh, it seems the glue's mostly dried. Nice, that means I can start looking at doing this. Blame the government for the poor cams. Thanks for being on while I put my groceries. You're welcome, Axel, and yahoo! Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for listening to me while putting away your groceries. That's all I've ever wanted anyone to do. Maybe if I put this thing, that's too big. Maybe I get a dice out. A singular dice. That's too small. Away. Now. Okay, maybe if I put some glue on it. here. That will help. Yeah. Now then you help hold that in place. Now you too big. Can you help hold it and be already holding one rock in place? Yes. He's so good. He can hold the rock. No, maybe you. Maybe a friend. Maybe no. How about you with your rock? No, you're too big. Okay, it has to be you. You are the chosen holder of rocks, Mr. Gobbo. Conjuror is streaming from a bank camera. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. It's a bank cam. No, it's not. It's a webcam. It's a Logitech C9. It's not a bad webcam. It's just not really designed for hand cams. Okay, let's move this. There we go. There we go. Look at this guy, though. Let's compare these two. That arc of this arc. They had always been going more towards this design, I suppose, of arcs. Like, if you compare this dude to one of these, this guy looks so much thinner and more agile in general. Yeah. Because I think a rock collabor wasn't actually that toad. Don't know. Let's move a little note for the rock collabor away. Ugh. Just discovered you. Looking forward to seeing more of you in future. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And hopefully next time I stream, I'll actually remember what's happening. Oh no, I started today's stream an hour, well not an hour late. I thought it was at 5, but it was actually at 4, so I just got a message from Talon saying, Conjuror, where are you? You're meant to be streaming. And like, am I? Oh no! You want to make Doom Seekers? No, I don't want to make Doom Seekers. Let's make a dwarf catapult. We made a goblin trebuchet. We made a trebuchet. Let's make a... I love doing that. Ever since I discovered I can just squeeze the box to open it. Dwarf catapult. Oh my gosh, can you believe dwarves are so far behind orcs in technology that they're using catapults while orcs are using trebuchets? Oh my gosh. I mean, and they're behind for that's even further in technology. These guys are using muskets and flintlocks and cannons. Or I mean, that's off Gatling guns. Oh my gosh, it's actually way smaller base. I mean, stout base. It's a stout base. There we go. Would you forget her head if it wasn't glued on to her neck? Trying doing this job properly. Yeah. Okay. So this I found annoying. So this was spent all out to shape. This was spent all out to shape. This was spent all out to shape. All of them just had so much extra just metal pieces all over them, including some really thick pieces. It was just like, oh. Anyway, hopefully it shouldn't be much harder to make. In fact, it should hopefully be easier. So this guy goes here, right? It goes here. How does this guy go on? Oh no, it's not a cut piece. This guy goes where? Okay, apparently at the base of this piece, they're like that. Why? Oh, is it between them? No. I don't know how this piece is meant to go on. Oh no. It's only from one. It's only showing me it from one angle. It looks like this goes here, and then it just hangs there for some reason. Well, this goes here. Ooh, dwarf not using the rotary cannons as main siege armory. I do have a dwarf flame cannon, so don't worry too much about that. And I am buying for I did pre-order for dwarf organ cannon, organ gun, and cannon set. Oh wait, it goes the other way. That makes a lot more sense. So this piece would go on like this. But why does it not want to fit? It's stuck. Damn you, misshapen metal! Nah, a bit triggered. Got so much restriction. Amadullahan. Amadullahan. Oh, so this goes like that. Okay, that is correct. God darn, it's got another big metal piece stuck to it that it's not meant to have. I think I just whacked the camera. There you go. At least in the picture it also has that metal piece clipped off it. And you see the same shiny damage. If it can do blunt damage instead of piercing, then your cannons suck. Now my cannons do so much blunt damage that something resistant to blunt damage gets blunted to death by it. You know? Okay, so then this glues to here. That makes sense. This would then glue to here. Okay, so this would then glue to here. If this glued here. Okay, so that's meant to glue there then. Right. Right, so that goes there. Then you'd want this piece over this. No. That, no. Like that? That doesn't really fit that well, though. I need to cut off. Why do they want precision pieces in metal? They do not. Metal is not printed precisely enough. When it's a bombard, then it's bullet damage. I want a bombard. I love bombards. Okay, so right now in Old World, you can get an exile army of Bretonians, and I want an exile Bretonian army so badly because you can make a Southern Realms army with them, and it comes with not cannons but bombards, and it's like, yeah, that's what we want. We want bombards. We want bombards.
Bretonia remind you of home?
No, it reminds me of France. Sweet Paris. There we go. That would go there like this. Hopefully. That works. And this would go, oh, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? I want? You, you jerk. Okay, you go on this one. You would go over here. How does it meant to? How does it look at the end? Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? The first piece. That's not meant to be. That's not meant to be there. Let me just cut it off quickly. There you go. So this piece. Okay, so this piece goes like here. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. That goes like this here. And then this piece would go on like this. Here. Oh, okay, that's way easier to do rather than what the way they want me to do it. Okay, so that would go like that, right? This would go more like that. Okay. Okay, and then this piece, I definitely just want to clip away this bottom part because that is not working the way they want it to work. You can speak 5 languages. Yeah. Oh, never speak French again. Oh, you'll summon a real French person. Real French people, yay! I can speak Orcish and also Elvish. Elvis! I love Elvis. It's a great singer. I speak half a language, and that's English. Actually, I do speak a little bit of Japanese. I want to learn Japanese properly, but I only ever learned Japanese by reading and writing, and I was never great at it because I got too used to relying on the fact that I could just translate everything with my phone. I still learnt it a little bit, just not as much as I really should have done, if I'm honest. Okay, where does this go? Where does this go? There's a piece here, right? That's like down there, and then it's like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? A piece. On final image, where is it? Oh, it goes on top of this piece. Okay, let me look. So, remove this. This piece is meant to hang here. And this piece is meant to go...
I speak 2 languages, English to chat and not at all to women.
What is this? I speak 2 languages, English to chat and not to talk to... Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. I'm a woman! I'm a woman, you guys speak to me! That means... something, I don't know. How do you attach? Oh, you're meant to go over on this side. Oh, I know. You're meant to go over this side. Okay. You don't go on top of that.
Let me be Sigma.
Let me be Sigma. No. Cupcake, you can't be Sigma. You can't be Sigma. Cupcake. Sigma is bad. I hate to tell you this. Actually, I don't. I love to tell you this. Sigma bad. No one likes Sigma chads. Especially not Sigma girls. There we go. So you glue first to here. There we go. And then... I got hair on my nose. It's itchy. It's itchy. You go here. No, don't fall off. Don't fall off. I'm gonna get super glue on my gloves and it's gonna make my gloves break. Did you know that I can kill all of your family? Did you know that I am a terrible human being? There we go. There we go. The best food is the free kind. That's true, the best food is the free kind. You're a cat conjuror. I'm not a cat, I'm a cupcake. Also, I could be a cat woman, a woman and a cat. I could be a woman and a cupcake. Nothing stopped me being a cupcake woman. In fact, that's exactly what I am. I'm a cupcake woman. I'm a cupcake woman. Down, no. Cupcake woman. Down, no. Cupcake woman. It's a cupcake woman. Down. Today on Cupcake Woman, the cupcakes are in trouble yet again, as another bakery is on the loose, selling cupcakes to humans for food. Transition music. And then, you know, I don't know what I'm on about. I can't see a chat right now because I'm building. There we go. So I'm making up my own cool stuff. Hey, everyone needs a theme tune. Especially me. Everyone should have a 60s theme tune. I'm not insane. I'm not going insane. Don't worry about it. I'm only going a little bit insane. I'm only going very... No, the model's falling to pieces. No! No! I'm only going very insane. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. My fingers are glued to one another. The model's falling to pieces. I'm not a dwarf. If dwarves craftsmen have to deal with this, I don't want to be a dwarf. I'd rather be an elf. Stolen things are always tasty. My friend always says stolen food always tastes better. No, stolen food tastes the worst. You don't want stolen food in your life. You don't want stolen stuff in your wife. You don't want stolen stuff anywhere. Don't steal stuff for your life. Why am I singing everything recently? Oh no. Maybe I've been watching too many 60s shows or something. I've not been watching any 60s. Wait, how old is The Simpsons? 80s, isn't it? I've been watching that season 1. But that does have a lot of 60s references because obviously the people writing get grew up in the 60s or something. Or lived in the 60s. Did something in the 60s. I don't know. I'm not from the 60s. I'm from the 20s. Okay. Like that. That would be good. Oh, my gloves are glued together again. Yeah! Okay, separated my gloves. Confused conjure. I'm not confused. Dwarf world problems. I know. It's definitely. No, the dwarves are to blame for. I'm gonna go full elf now. Dwarves are to blame for all of the world's problems. It's not dwarf world problems. It's dwarves are the problem. I'm gonna sell my dwarf army now, and I'm just gonna buy a new high elf army. Ah, it fell off! No! No! I've just done it. Why did the goblin one attach together so much easier than this? Why are goblins better engineers and architects than dwarves? Riddle me this, Batman. If a goblin and a dwarf were in an architect competition, who will win? The goblin every time. You know why? The goblin D is nuts. It's stuck to my thumb. Don't steal food. Only nibble it. And now I'm getting Uber Eats messaging me. I don't need you, Uber Eats. We split up for Uber Eats. Didn't you get just move on with your life. Ah! No. Goblins. Oh. Well, I had you correct. You were working. Building a ship inside a bottle is a hard hobby as long as you have patience. Building a boat in a bottle using a long tweezer. I've done those before. They were easier than this. At least when you put a piece in place, it usually stayed in place. This thing though. You put a piece in place, you know what it wants to do? Get a job in New Zealand. Change its name to Gary. There we go. You stay there! Oh. Oh, but now that's
Have you considered skill issue?
Yes, skill issue from people who designed this thing. Get better at designing things, nerds. Oh gosh, dwarf nerds. Dwarf nerds. Okay, gotta need the green stuff here. The bottle kind of wide or narrow rim. I want to build a dwarf but in a bottle. And by build a dwarf in a bottle, I mean just force a dwarf into a bottle and then talk to him effort for designing such a terrible contraption. No, you fell apart. You know what? Where's my green stuff? I'll take some green stuff, goblins. I'm losing feeling in my fingers. I'm losing it in my fingers. I'm losing it in my bones. The dwarfs are all around me. And so the feeling grows. And if you really dwarf me, then you really do. Oh, Love Actually. I'm not a big fan of Love Actually. My parents love Love Actually though. No idea why. I always thought it was weird. Has anyone actually watched Love Actually? I've not heard many people outside of Britain who even heard of Love Actually, mind you. It's got a massive cast of actors in it. Like, huge cast. All the top British actors, basically. It's got Severus Snape in it. Of the guy who played him. It's got the guy who played Davy Jones in it. And he sings a song called Christmas is All Around Me. And it's a parody of Love is All Around Me. Now Cupcon learned another lesson to forget. Don't stream when building metal models. Now, I did want to stream while building. I know last time I was like, you know what, I don't want to build metal models and stream. But then I was like, you know what, maybe if I do what you're meant to do, you wash it all, because I forgot to wash it last time. I forgot to wash the model. So I thought, maybe that was just the issue. I need to wash the model, and I can show you guys just how much better or worse it is when you've actually washed the model. Yeah, so that was my aim for today. Oh no. The green stuff's sticking too much. Okay, pick it up. No, I want the metal to pick up the green stuff. There we go. I just want the metal on the green stuff so we can stick it all on. And have a fun time. Okay, so if you're making metal models, remember, use green stuff. Just use green stuff. It makes it so much easier. Just don't wear latex gloves at the same time with super glue, because that's terrible. But there you go. Actually, I don't think these are latex. They're probably something with it. Not latex, because latex just makes me skin go all itchy witchy woo. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my bones. Christmas is all around me, and so the feeling goes. There we go. And then at least these ones fit properly into the base, unlike the goblins, which needed the extra green stuff to keep them there. There. Ultimately, you want it to be a bit difficult to get from in the base slot, so that they'll actually fit more snugly and stay fitting in there. There we go. Oh, because otherwise they're just going to wobble out and the glue's eventually going to come apart. Wait, that's enough peanut butter more than cheese. Lies! Talanis is true. Speak of which, a mouse body. No! That's horrible. It's not Talangos, he is here with us. Okay, don't need this anymore. On to the next models, the Doom Seekers. And I am not looking forward to ever having these models. Pardon me. Made out of metal. None of the hands are attached and you have to glue the hands to the model. It's awful. It's awful. You know that they're just going to fall to pieces. But the hands are not going to stay attached. You're going to get them attached and then 5 days later, you're just going to touch the model and it's just going to fall to pieces. But one advantage to metal models is the fact that the pieces can bend. And you can bend them into the shape needed to be. We may never know. Talan now is another Talan. He got about 17 on his name after all. Yeah. Ah! I just dropped the metal piece. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is on the floor. I mean, if I dropped it, obviously it'd be on the floor. But you know what I mean. It was in a specific place on the floor. It was in a specific... Oh, stop! Dropping the pieces! Cupcake. Just keep hold of the pieces. Okay, so that goes like that. So to stop it being stretching all the way out, what we want to do is like bring it in, bend it inwards, so that be very careful when bending it. You don't want to snap it, but you want it to so that it's got less area to catch on, or it's less likely to catch on things if you just bring it closer to the rest of the model. Especially when lined up with the infantry or whatever, and base-to-base contact with them, because these axes hook onto things so easily. So what we do, we take a little piece of glue, no, not glue, green stuff. We place it on here on this little hand to give a little extra strength and stickiness. And then we put some glue here on the other side, and then we carefully, very carefully stick the two pieces together without getting glue on our glove. There we go. He's got a little hand. I should have probably put him on his face first. Oh darn it, we're going to need to... He slides around the base too easily. Yeah. I need to put some green stuff at the base. I've been using peanut butter and a bucket top to get those rats and mice. Oh. If you want to catch slugs, I do know prevent slugs from getting somewhere. By the way, these are from 2003. You can tell because it's just on the base. I thought they like stopped. Actually, I don't know if they stopped making metal. I realised earlier that, yeah, but they're from 2003. But before I read that, I thought they stopped making metal models like years ago. Like years before then, sorry. But now, okay, so now we got to get our hand on this other side. Size built differently. These two Prada caviar, grey steak, not worth it. Talan likes, no, Talan just eats lobster. Remember when we were playing Hollow Cure? All he did was eat lobster. Oh my gosh, that lobster kid. Everyone else is happier for shrimp. No, Talan's there like, give me lobster. I need 3 lobster. You only gave me 1 lobster. No. You've had enough lobster, Talan. I need more lobster, he says. No wonder lobster's getting... Yeah, you eat so much of it. And what do you mean getting expensive? Lobster's always been expensive, hasn't it? It's always been a gourmet meal. Okay, we got a metal dwarf. Like building with green stuff so much. Why would the dwarf go? I'm assuming dwarves all go wobble wobble now. Wobble lobba dub dub. Wobble lobba dub 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 dub. Wobble lobba dub 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 dub. Yeah, this guy needs some more green stuff. Oh, but it seems like Holoco will have new stuff. Yeah, Holoco's gonna get when it gets new stuff, I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna play again once it's got new stuff. Yeah. I never remember. Okay, I think I need more green stuff. I'm gonna get these bases done right. And I still have no luck getting high rank of a Viking. Oh no! Yeah, it's been getting more popular, so I imagine that's why. More people getting into it and just playing it addictively. Because it's one of the better Vampire Survivors, in my opinion. Right. A sniff. A sniff. A sniff. Jump! No! What? I sniff food. I dribble. Da, da, da. Hopefully there's enough of critical class character. Oh no, I feel like Hekara's probably going to be a crowd control class, considering she's all explodey. There's explodey sticker, sorry. Okay, let's bend it this way. Yeah. Bring that inward so it's less like the hook and things. Yeah, that's good. Wear glue, sniff, sniff. Don't sniff the glue! It's super glue. It's gonna make you ill. Add more quick class Holocure character. I want to see big numbers go boo. Now I want a class. I want a class that's just OP from the start. You play the game, hardest level, you don't even play the character, you just open up the game, walk away, just let it play itself. That sounds like the most fun. Definitely fun. Definitely fun. Definitely how the game's intended to be played. Oh my gosh, this bends too easily. Okay, come on. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Get some green stuff. Finally understand me. DPS go blue. DPS go blue. Okay, there we go. I've got a big hand. And we're gonna glue this guy right here, right? Currently only one character. Only one character. I thought for a couple of them that could make big numbers go boo. And that character was the best character, named Stephen Smith. Oh no, wait a minute. That's a deaf character. Never mind. Boom. So we got 2 Doom Seekers done. Yeah, and 4 more Doom Axis. Oh. Oh no, I got some super glue on my clothing. No! Okay, who needs healing when picking up? I need healing. I always need healing. Give me more healing. Okay, all of this seems to be working well. That's nice. I like using goers, so it's more dodge quick for me. Oh. big number cards is definitely not your favourite Cupcake. My favourite is, I don't know. What do you think my favourite is? What do you think it should be? What was my favourite? I forgot. Kobo! Kobo was best. Not thinking from a meta perspective, just it's Kobo. It has to be. You have to choose Kobo. You have to choose Cupcake. I definitely need to put me in the game, though. If I don't put me in the game, I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, could you imagine that? How entitled would I be to be like, put me in the game for HoloCure fans? I'm not part of HoloCure, no. But that doesn't matter. They are thinking about adding modding support, so if they do, I'm going to. I'll probably make a mod with myself in it. Moi can insta-kill and has a good crit chance. That is a good farming character as well. She likes to farm, nice. Ask Yago to force you in to include your name on HoloLive. Yeah, I think Yago and I go way back, you know. We go way back. Good friends. Me and Yago. Have you been praying to Yago recently? Have you got your body pillow? Hi. Oh, darn it, green stuff. Stop murdering me, green stuff. Introduce us to Yago. No, Yago doesn't like the media. So no. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to Yago. No, he'll never. There we go. There we go. Now I've got to become like one of a few indies to be able to, you know, go up to HoloLive and be like, yo, HoloLive, what up? And for them to be like, oh my gosh, it's oh my gosh. To become HoloLive, convert Yago to Cupcake easy. Yeah, I'll just turn him into a cupcake. No, he's like his own god. He has the only thing immune to the cupcakes. It's fine. Oh, what I'm on about. Okay, so we got this guy. These metal models are so shiny though. Oh my gosh. They really don't want to appear on camera at all. At least not while in focus. There you go. Okay, just want a tiny bit of green stuff. Put it on your little handy pandy wrist. There we go. Wish it in. Take this. Squish you. And I'll squish you in. Where did the green stuff go? I just gave you green stuff. No, don't give me the green stuff back. Take the green stuff. It's for you. No, it's for you. The green stuff's for you, you silly little... No, don't give it... Oh my gosh, this... Trying to give me my green stuff back. No, you need that to keep your wrist attached, you silly little dwarf. But confined to land in is a special method of attack. What? Only a mook, still good character to use. What? Just throw to land everywhere so she's ranged. I'm definitely a ranged character because I shoot magical attack. Okay, so I actually discussed this ages ago how I would be as a character in HoloCure. I'd definitely use my spoon and what's it called? Spoon and mixer thing. What's whisk? My spoon and whisk is like wands to shoot magical attacks, and I'll have a chance of turning people into cupcakes. There we go. And the cupcakes will be friendly to me, obviously, and attack enemies. And then my special will just turn like all low-level enemies on screen into cupcakes. There we go. Now, if we were to do this, we'd have if we were to make a Cupcon mod for what's it called, Hollow Cure, Yago would get replaced by Talana effectively. So that when you need extra items and stuff, you're just gonna have like silver or golden Talan just walk on screen that you just wail all over and attack for money. For money and items. Mongoose! I know more about 40k from fantasy, but I hear orcs aren't that different. Well, let me tell you about the orcs in fantasy nowadays. This is what they look like now. Go on, focus, there you go. Look at him. Look, this is definitely an orc. Actually, it's an orc. It's an orc from Age of Sigmar. No, this is for orcs. Yeah, but the orcs are basically very similar. They're just not as technologically advanced. And they have little goblins. Instead of grots, they have goblins. Yeah, okay, you get limited. Limited. There you go. Yeah. Now don't get flips upside down. An Albertonic! Yeah, Albertonic! Imagine Cupcon in D&D. Okay. I might have to tell you this, but when the original idea for Cupcon came from D&D, when I made a cupcake mage, and it turned everyone into... And the entire thing was just about summoning cupcakes and like cupcake golem and so on. Like, I made clay golems, but they're technically cupcakes. I summoned like these little inanimate things, and it's like, not inanimate, little objects. And the entire thing is I had a bunch of different spells, but the thing is it was always like everything is just cupcake themed with me. So yeah. Diva hag for green reskin as rich in Hansel and Gretel. What are you on about? No! No, no. I'm no hag from Hansel and Gretel. I'm adorable. There's a special enemy in Hollow Cure, need a snack to get good loot. No. Never had enough friends who were interested in D&D to get a camp. I played a lot of D&D by myself. But I did have a couple of friends who were interested in D&D. We didn't do proper campaigns, we just did like one-off sessions, so we just often switched characters and made new characters all the time. Why are you re-roasting? Because everyone's always roasting me. I hadn't heard hags are adorable now. I know. But I mean, still, I'm not a hag. I'm an adorable little cupcake monster who just has a weirdly croaky voice. I have a croaky voice. There we go. There we go. All that cola I've been drinking destroys your voice. Like cigarette footballer. Hello, mister. There we go. Doomseeker's done. And now streaming. No, we'll keep the stream going. Okay, there we go. Let's look at our models now. How are they looking? Okay, this rock is still not attached properly. And that rock fell off because I forgot to glue it too. Oh my gosh, I just catapulted my guys. There you go. Okay, rock goes there. Here we now got a goblin rock lobber. And you go back to holding for rock up. Hold drain for rock. And it's drain. Just imagine it's drain for Rock Johnson and he needs you to hold him up. There we go. Yeah. Knew that would work. Goblins love drain for Rock Johnson because it's just called drain for Rock Johnson. Goblins love that kind of thing. I think orcs and goblins would love wrestling. Look at this guy. Look at my... I'm turning into a goblin. No, I'm going green. Oh, Conjuror is the tallest cupcake. I am. I mean, I might be 6'4", but I'm still little. I'm still little. I did D&D once and no one even came for me to DM them. Oh, that's sad. When I did DM, it was D&D. It was all online during the CVD era. In the CVD years, we did a lot of D&D.
Hags are in demand and very marketable.
I know they are, Cutco, but I'm not one. I'm not a hag. You're a hag. Green is more like orc to me. It is orcs and goblins. Greenskins. Even if you're a hag, I mean, we still like you. Don't say you would still like me, not we still. Oh no, no, it's all over now. No. Does this mean we're all short for you? Yeah, you're all tiny. You're all tiny people. Conjuror is throwing away free money for VTubers out there who would kill for what Cupcon has. And I'll kill for... Everyone wants what they can't have. Right? Right, okay, see. This things that are glued together and green stuff together. Look at all the green everywhere. The dwarves couldn't build their own stuff, so they had to get some green in. Some green skinny stuff. Oh. That pistol, dude. What is this? What is he holding? I have no idea. He's holding something. Don't ask me what it is. And it's got a little shuffle with a hand on it. That's nice. Okay, throw for pieces of paper away. Cupcon is that woman who put 7 foot or buff please on Tinder. No, I don't need Tinder. I've got cupcakes. I've got all your cupcakes. Dwarf holding a root, maybe. If I was holding a root, it'd be way too big for a dwarf. Femboy hags. Opens wallet size. Here we go again. Ramp pass. Ramp pass. Where did the box? Oh no. It fell off. Drain the Rock Johnson fell off again. Apparently Drain the Rock Johnson has in his contract that he's not allowed to die or like lose a fight. Which I feel like is absolutely insane. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this guy in place now. My hand is not allowed to move. I have to hold the rock in place. Gone for Rock Johnson, it's all corporate shill. And no one actually likes it. I don't know if they can actually say that. There we go. What's Arby's? Who's Arby? And why is he always at the house? Do we need to send like a protection thing to Arby? Okay. What do we want to build next then? What do we want to build next? I can't build my characters because I don't have 50mm. I don't have the correct base sizes for them. I ordered them from Etsy. A British company on Etsy. 3D print spaces, and that's all they do. Every single day, just logging at you, printing faces, just for you. Okay, I'm just gonna move you guys over here for now. Actually, no. Now, I'm gonna move you plasticky models over here. Gonna move you guys over here. You guys can go here. Hopefully that guy's gonna stay where he is, and then we can move the dwarves over here. Yeah, you guys just fight amongst yourselves. Then we can find something else to build. Hasta Lotho. Been a long time. I've opened my fake gacha game. Oh, it's a restaurant. My dad was watching the Black Adam movie and he was all confused that Pierce Brosnan was playing Dr. Fate. I had to explain to him that Fate, Ted Nelson, is like 108. Oh, I love Dr. Fate. He got screwed over so much. I actually thought Pierce Brosnan did quite a good Dr. Fate. I love Dr. Fate so much, and it was so disappointing in actually a lot of that. I did find a lot of a Black Adam different to how I really would expect it to go, but it was okay. But then they brought in for other superheroes, I was like, no. I don't like what you're doing to my good friends over here. I say good friends like I know Dr. Fate person. I know Dr. Fate personally. He is not that much of a chump. Apparently they made him sign a contract saying that he had to get he couldn't win. He couldn't be better than Black Adam. It's like, oh. My cousin plays Fate. My family, like my mother and uncle and aunts, are huge Marvel and DC fans. But other ones need to explain to me things. Oh. I love DC. I used to be somewhat of a Warner Bros. Fangirl. That's the word. Fangirl. Yeah, because I love Looney Tunes, which is owned by Warner Bros. I love DC, owned by Warner Bros. But then Warner Bros. Just keeps doing weird stuff to destroy everything. Why did they cancel the Looney Tunes show? A Looney Tunes show was a perfect sitcom. We need to bring it back. I love the Looney Tunes show so much. Harvey actually used to live in Harmony for the Genshin Impact Nation attack.
For tax write-offs.
Yeah. Tax write-offs. Yeah. Warner Bros. Of a tax write-off. Give them a tax write-off, I will. Tax write-off. Tax. Okay, I'm gonna punch my models if I keep doing that. Looney Tunes. I love Looney Tunes. The guy in charge of the next Superman movie wants to do a Lantern Corps film. As long as they don't ruin my good man. What's this? Is he Stephen? Is he actually called Steve? I forgot his name. Let me Google his name. Green Lantern. Yeah. Which one is he? John Stewart, that's it. John Stewart. As long as they don't touch or ruin John Stewart. If an adaptation of John Stewart is bad, I'm raging. I'm raging. I mean, the last animated film that had John Stewart in, I was kind of like, you're getting away with this. You're getting away with this. It was okay. Conjure poaches so fast, we need the high-speed camera. Yeah, don't worry, I've got the fastest punch of the West. Punch! 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 Punch, 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 punch. It's got to just do a cat's attack. I do have the cats do the patting thing. The Borderlands one is a flop. Yeah, the Borderlands looks terrible. They not like Borderlands. Those have got a 2 out of 10 on ING, and they give 5 out of 10 to anything. Someone streaming a gaze would probably get a 5 out of 10. On my bully. I'm a cupcake. You're already a cupcake. You're already a cupcake. Don't blame wokes for everything. It's not wokes, it's business execs. It's big business executives not knowing how to do anything properly. You know, okay, you know what they did once? Do you know Iron Man 3 is such a terrible film compared to all the other Iron Mans, especially the ending of it and the big bad guy? Do you know why that is? It's because they originally wanted to make the bad guy a woman, but then they decided, but the executives then said, we don't think women are cool enough. They're not going to be able to sell action figures. So let's turn it into this random dude instead. And they had to like rewrite the entire script like in a short time just to put that into it. So it's like, yeah. And this is what they do. And then the execs are like, oh wait, I've heard this woke movement is profitable. Just throw some random stuff into this thing to, you know, sell more. And it's like, yeah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Just executives being crazy all the time. Just trying to be cheap, lazy, and not knowing how to do anything. And then as soon as it starts going wrong, they blame everyone else. Fire them all. And then it continues going wrong because the person who keeps getting things wrong is still in charge. Yeah, always blame the rich. I blame Talana. Yeah, Talana's not rich. Life actually is 10% good, 90% bad. The big wig toad things. Yeah. There's a lot of things out there. Oh. Okay, let me find some cool models I want to build. What have we to build? Do you want to build goblin riders? Wolf riders? What build these guys? I got some cool guys actually. Let me get them. plastic here. There we go. There we go. Building both trolls. I have a director of Borderlands movie. Went to Twitter. Oh, that's bad. You got those spearhead boxes. I love those. Yeah, I bought 2 of these spearhead boxes. Because each one comes with 20 night goblins, 10 of these dudes, and like 3 of them. So it's just like so worthwhile to get them. And also, I want these guys. I want these bouncy, bouncy boys. These bouncy, bouncy boys. Because they just seem cool. And I like the look of them. I also want the trolls because I got 1 big troll. I got 1 big troll already. Don't get political in chat. There we go. But here we go. Here we go. We need trolls. Where's the troll pieces? Here's some troll pieces. 1, 2. There we go. Eat the cables. The cables deserve to be eaten. The cables don't get eaten. No. No eating cables. Okay, how do I build these things? I should not have thrown this away. Okay, look, guys. I don't understand any of these rules because they're Age of Sigma and I don't play that. Look at the night goblins! It's... Okay, no, not for trolls. Where's the trolls? It's the trolls! Square bases. Till I eat order cable. Yeah, till I eat the order cables. He eated all of my cables. I got an itchy foot. What for Sigma? Age of Sigma is a brand of Warhammer. Loon Boss! Loon Boss! And what got Troggers instead of calling them trolls? Also Loon Boss. Loon Boss, Loon Boss, Loon Boss, Loon Boss. Beats! Big belly! Big belly!
He meant it as what the Sigma mean.
Oh, what for Sigma? Oh! I've never heard of that meme before. I blame you, Talan. Okay, so what do I want? I want C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, and 8, C9, and 10. Okay, so I just want C1, C2. Okay, so I want for bellies. Oh, look, belly, belly. Belly. That's C2. Stab! Although sometimes I feel like the audience is to blame with some stuff. Like, a lot of people are too quick to judge things sometimes. And, you know, make assumptions without really looking into it. Like, a lot of people have looked at the new, like, with Warhammer at the moment, a lot of people have looked at the new Space Marine Blood Angel models. I would be like, they're terrible. And then it's like, wait a minute. But have you seen something about them? It's the lore. Because Blood Angel Homeworld, right, got destroyed in by the Tyranids in a massive war. Almost, the Blood Angels were almost wiped out entirely, and now they're having to rebuild. But they're basically impoverished, they're broken, they don't have the wealth, the money, the resources, or anything. Heck, the population they normally recruit from is almost dead. Almost completely dead. And as a result, when they've released the new models, they've taken that into account and gone basically, okay, we've got a dying Space Marine chapter here who's trying to keep it together. So they changed the models from being these... Oh look, it's a little trollbot. A little trollbot. They changed the models from being these really There seemed to be a downgrade at first sight, even if the lore makes sense. They're still like, yeah, but that's the point. They're still meant to be a downgrade. I do actually like a lot of the details, though. Because if the more you look at them, the more details you see about them. And it's just so cool. Like, they got the torn off wings that have the big red blood teardrops coming from the wings and the shoulders. Like, hey, they've lost the wings. Oh my gosh. I love that little detail on them. And the death art of the death masks on them are so cool. And the chest is so much nicer now. And the abs on the models. It looks so much better than it ever did before. And the funny thing is most of the Blood Angel players I know are just like, you know what? Yeah, I like the new models. I don't want to have to deal with more of those horrible wings. Oh, but yeah. I just think it's so good, cool that the lore of the game, that the story is actually having a significant influence on the models in the game themselves. Because when I was growing up, so often with Warhammer, so often the lore would say one thing, but the actual game would say a different thing. Like the two lined up so rarely, but now they're making a concerted effort to make it so if there's changes in the lore, if there's changes in the game, if there's changes in the game, there's changes in the lore. And I think that's just so cool. I want to play for bums. But actually, I did. I like to play for really poor underdogs. And I'm really tempted to start a Blood Angels army now. Because I just love the underdog story of them so much. Who wants to play for bums? Me! I want to play for bums. Okay, first three. Oh my gosh, her legs are so tiny. I say so tiny, but still bigger than those dwarves. Yeah, there's a big leg compared to you. Conjuror would be playing for bums. Yeah. Trying to spend Gen Alpha mems. Moreover, you must construct additional pylons. Additional pylons. Weird small Cupid wing is funny and the jetpack is okay. I'm not a big fan of the weird small Cupid wings from Temu. But other than that, I do like the new models. I mean, the Cortes model, mind you, or the Cotias, it's kind of does suck. I have no idea what we're trying with that one. Like, yeah, okay, that one's fair. That one's fair to judge before even thinking about it. That being said, so many people were hating on these models when they originally announced them. It's like, yeah, just... But now people like them. Now people like them. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, they're not changing every single arc. They just got one clan. It's like, yeah, they said that in the community notes. They said that literally everywhere. It's like, just read for 3 seconds before getting really angry. Oh, for Warhammer fans have always been like that. I remember when I was younger, just everyone always got angry at everything. Oh, it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing. It's like, I just can't deal with all of this anger all of the time about every single little thing. And then half the time you just stop being angry about it the next day. And then you find the next thing to be angry about. Like, stop being angry! Ugh. I thought it's just fandoms in general, if I'm honest. Fandoms in general. They love to be angry at everything. Oh. Warhammer fans are Twitter users. No, the thing is about Twitter users, people complain about Twitter users, but then you get people, it's like, I often hear about people complaining about Reddit users more than Twitter users, if I'm honest. Like, yeah, Twitter's toxic, but when you go to Reddit, you just get these weird Reddit circles. Just filled with so much hate all the time. It's like, I can't even go on meme community sites or, you know, cute posting without someone always finding a reason to just be angry at somebody or group or the world. It's like, stop it, just... It's a picture of a cute cat. Just stop being angry at everything. Oh. Okay, so this 2A. What does 2A want to attach to? Fandoms are weird. Yeah, fandoms are weird. Okay, so any of the legs can go into any of the bodies. That's nice. And you can get lots of different bodies. That's also nice. Okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh, you can give him a giant rock. I want to give one of them a giant rock. Oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson! Facebook! Ew. Oh, I want to give one of them a giant dwarf rock. Can I give one of you a giant dwarf rock? Okay, 29, 28. What piece are you? 30. Piece 30. Wait, where does piece 30 go? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I can give him a giant dwarf rock. That's nice. That's nice, even though dwarves don't really exist in the same way anymore in fantasy. Okay, so 30, 31, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31. Okay. Oh, this one's 24. Ooh. I'm somewhat of a boomer myself. Isn't that like Spider-Man meme? Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man does. Does he swing? Does he hack? 'Cause he's a Spider-Man. Watch out, he's a Spider-Man. I'm making rock rolls, rock rolls. I'm making bacon rock rolls. I'm making bacon rock rolls. I'm making bacon pancakes. I'm making bacon pancakes. Okay, 24, 25. And 26, 27. Oh, well, this one's 26. Ooh, nice. Be careful, put in this one. There you go, where's 27? Is that 27? Yeah, it's 27. Oh my god, so big. Look at these big yowie hands. I'll show you the big yowie hand soon. I'll show you the big yowie hand. Look at that big yowie hand. Grab it. Grab the camera. Like, look at it. It's like as big as a dwarf. Just pick up the dwarf. Throw the dwarf. Nom the dwarf. Cupcon's accent don't help more. I wasn't paying attention to the stream, and for a sec I thought I hear Brain for Rot Johnson. Brain for Rot Johnson. I love Brain for Rot Johnson. It's my favourite Ren and Stimpy character. Where's Ren and Stimpy, by the way? I was just watching some Simpsons things on YouTube, like breakdowns, and they're talking about Ren and Stimpy. I'm like, Ren and Stimpy? That looks disgusting. The little clips are showing. What the hell is this? Well, then the name Ren and Stimpy stuck with me, so yeah. Oops, 31 is here. The back of a dwarf rock. Look, it's a dwarf head. Dwarf head. It's drained for rock, John. It's a dwarf rock. It's dwarf for rock, dwarfson. Up a beauty. Okay, so now you go over where? Here? Like that. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay, so like this. Like this. Like that. Oh. Oh. That makes sense. Blew you over here. No, wait, I'm not too worried about going over time since we started like half an hour late. So, yeah. Okay. No, don't fall off. Don't fall off. Okay, this hand goes like... How? How does it attack? Like that? Like that? I'm not sure. Definitely. Meant to attach somewhat like this. Okay, it attaches like this. That makes more sense. That makes sense. Okay. Like that. That works. Oh gosh, it's stuck. Actually, you know what? While it's there, let's just get our blue brush in the gap there. There we go. And just back here so we don't have to worry about trying to readjust it into place. There we go. So this hand should be a lot easier. It should just attach here. Uh-oh, we got 2 people gone now. Gotta go now. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye, Axelhead. Bye-bye, Bunry. Both of you take care. Dream of cupcakes. Thanks for coming to the stream. It's nice of you to be here. Yeah. We'll name this guy Axel Branry. I'm joking, we won't name him Axel Branry. Unless, maybe. I don't know. There you go. His hand's there. And then what do we want? We want the head. Okay, any head can work. So there's a bunch of heads here. So I guess we just take this head. Boy. What? Why are you saying boy? Oh my gosh, you're gluing the nose separate. Guys, you add the big nose separately. Look at him. You add the mouth. And then you add a noise. A nose. Why is it all blurred? Stop censoring it, camera. It's just a nose. There you go. Nose. So 61.
Can I have the nose, please?
Why do you want the nose? Why do you want the nose?
Nose of your business.
Nose of your business. Okay, so it's 63, then it's 62. Okay, we want 63. And then 62. Where's 62? 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. Why does the 12 faces reminded me of Dobby, the house elf? Dobby, the house elf, who house elfed everywhere. Dobby, the... Dobby? Where'd your head go? Your face! I dropped it. I found it. It was on my chair. No one knows why Cupcake wants that nose, because Cupcake has no nose. He wants to smell. He wants to smell. And I tell him I would let you smell, but that means you'd be able to smell to land too. And that's just terrible.
Master has given Dobby a clock. Now give Dobby all your money.
Never. I turn your Glock into a cupcake. And then what do you have? Nothing. Dobby loves fucking milk. Look, it's Dobby. Look what I mean. That's definitely Dobby, right? That's Dobby. Big ears, big nose, big teeth, little eyes. Yeah. Okay, now we just need to find... Okay, okay, we need a chess piece, which will be like 56, 55. A necklace. Okay, 56 is here. That's nice. Play modular model first. 55 is here. 55. And then we just choose a necklace for him to wear. Oh, I want a necklace. I don't actually wear chokers. I got little love hearts on them. Oh, it's got a little elf head. Can I have one with the dwarf head? Oh, never mind. Fine. Just clip this little piece off here. You love hiding in the shadows, and yeah, I can smell you to land. He's not hiding very well. You're too stinky. You're too stinky. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. And then, what do we want? We want the necklace on like this. Other way. Just like, oh, yeah. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? No sir, not a bag full. There we go. Blah blah Simba. Look at it! It's a 12 neck and a necklace. I got a necklace. You can't blame a man for loving copper. Copper? Copper's terrible. It's all about that bronze nowadays. People be about that bronze life. Don't wear bronze jewellery. So many people are wearing bronze jewellery. It's like, no, it's bad for your skin. It's not just bad for your skin, it's bad for your health. Bronze is not something you want in constant contact with your skin. Yeah, it kind of looks like gold if you polish it up nicely. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then we put this over here. We attach the belly to the body. The belly to the body. Copper is very healthy, at least healthier than uranium. Uranium's full of calories. It's good for you. Just quick diet. Like you don't want to eat a lot. Just eat a tiny little bit of uranium. You're in lots of pain, just eat a load of uranium and you'll stop being in pain pretty quick. I mean, you stop being anything pretty quickly, but you know. That's what you get for asking a monkey's a cupcake for medical advice. Cupcakes are for medical advice. There we go. Troll! It's a troll! There's a troll! In the dungeons! I thought everyone ought to know.
The first VTuber to promote radiation practices for the health.
Yeah. For the health of who though? Me? You? Radiation is good for the soul. I mean, if Fallout's taught me anything, if you want to become immortal, just get a big dose of radiation. Great big dose of radiation in your body. Makes you immortal. I eat uranium all... See, Albert knows what I mean. He eats uranium all the time and he seems...
I got uranium fever.
I got uranium fever. I love that song. I was listening to that song the other day. Like, oh, uranium fever. I can't think of a song though. Oh my gosh. Can we get a cover? Maybe one day. One day, if I ever finish my cover of it. Oh my gosh, this guy has a little bird's nest on his head. Look at that, right there. Here we go, bird. There's a little bird. There's a head. There's a bird nest. One day, but I want it now because I can't remember the song. Look, he's on a base. He's on a base. Oh, it's a troll. It's a troll in a dungeon. And look, he's got a little dwarf head in his hand. It's a very big dwarf head. Like this is a dwarf. This is a dwarf head. How does that head attach to that tiny body? I don't know. Try fixing it, dwarf. There's no dwarf left. Go and smash that catapult. Doomseeker, take the troll out. I am going to kill him. No, brother, don't. Why are we fighting him one at a time? We should be fighting him two at a time. Let's go. Oh, we should have not stuck together. Oh, we should have split up. Look. I wish someone would hold me like a troll holds his boulder. I wish someone looked at me like a troll looks at his boulder. She went crazy. I'm playing with my toys. Let me play with my models. Let me play with my toy. Don't you play with it? This is how you play with Warhammer. You just build it and then you smash it together. Go, bah, bah, bah. Cupcake is in a natural habitat as usual. Cover, plastic cover. I got uranium. I can't do the song. I can't do the voice because it's like the voice is a big part of the song. Uranium fever. We use horse tranquilizer because we think it's funny. What? What? Why horse tranquilizer? Why is he upside down, mister? Can you ban us upside down? He can!
Here we have a wild cupcon in her natural state of mind.
Oh no, it's falling over. Never mind, it's falling over. VTuber planet. I'll build another 12, but the last one took me like 10-20 minutes, so. We got one truck. Let's look at the other models I've got. I think there's some more models I've built since last time. Give me a moment. I want to show stuff off. I built these guys on a modular movement tray. A modular movement, and it's actually real. Modular movement trays are so expensive now, but honestly, it's hard to find one that's a decent price. Even if you ignore Games Workshop stuff or Warhammer own versions. Hey Verlamon, how you doing? But yeah, look, we got a movement tray. What this is I'll show you. I'll show you. You basically get one of these. Back when I bought this years ago, shortly before quitting Warhammer, £10. Now it's like £24. But that being said, you do get twice as much in it, so maybe. Well, I say twice as much. You still only get 2 sets of these plastic things. But you get twice as many of these things in it, which is the corner pieces on. But yeah, what you're meant to do, you basically snap along these lines, or on the other side, you've got a smaller grid that you can snap along. And then you take these pieces, glue them along the edges, and bing, bam, boom, you got a movement tray. And the pieces don't fall off it because they've got little borders on it. Yeah. But yeah, so I built a bunch of the Dwarven warriors for shields and, you know, normal hand weapons. And we got a Thane for this squad. Yeah, and he's got a little pistol and a shield and a great weapon. And a tiny compared to this big troll. Smash him. Smash him. Teach him a lesson. Smash their heads in. But I also built this gyro bomber. It's got a brimstone gun on it. It goes. And you got all these bombs on the side. Loads of bombs. Loads of them. And these little turbines and these things. I managed to figure out how to make these, but I was doing it all wrong last time. There's like a brimstone here. It's really cool. But yeah, when you break them apart, you eventually get like pieces like this, and this is what you use for gun lines, or you have to like really shave it down here by going shoom, 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 shoom. Shoom, 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 with a sharp metal object. Smooth it all out. A file or some sandpaper would help smooth that down. Move it all along here too. There we go. And then you apply some of those corner pieces, some of the lengthway pieces, and boom bam boom, you have yourself a movement tray. Yeah. What's the other things I made? I also made this This is for other. This is for other type of Oric on this guy or Orc. And you can see this is like the Iron Jaw version. You can see it's much more like the normal orcs we understand today. They got great big legs, great big arms, great big hands, great big faces. And he's on a giant ball. Look at the size of that ball. Look at the size of him compared to this ball. It's like, oh, it's like, I'm gonna be big. Yeah, but I got a big ball. It's like, and he stabs. It's like, eh. We don't actually have these in this thing was so hard to make though. Because so many of the pieces just don't fit together properly. Like if you look at the gap here, it just did not want to clip together. I tried cutting it down. I gave him a little musical instrument. But yeah, these things that actually exist in the old world, so I'm just going to use it as a orc big boss on a chariot. Yeah, because I mean, it's like correct size space for a chariot. And correct size model. Pretty fitting, actually. So, I've had other people use them as. I've had got one that I gave a standard to. Yeah. This one I'm going to be using a Tuskegore thing on. I do want to see. Do we want to see the big guy from last time? I know it's not a chariot, but you can use it as one. I mean, it's still a giant big piece of metal being pulled around and the guy's on top of it. Stolen valor. It's not stolen valor. Here's this dude. He's a giant. He is my giant troll, and I'm using Chaos Ogre stats for him, which I can actually get into an Orc army. Because you can have a normal giant in your army, but it's like, why not have a Chaos Giant? A Chaos Giant can have scaly skin like a troll, and it can have regeneration like a troll. It's just really fitting to give him Chaos Giant stats. But look, he's got a big spider. Let's compare these two in size to one another. Yeah, I think this guy's definitely a lot bigger. Yeah, it's a lot bigger. So look how long those arms are. Look how long those arms are. And he's also got a big dwarf head on his back. Big dwarf head there. Often like buffers. It's like the little buffer. He saw his big buffer carrying around a dwarf head. So he's like, hey, big bro, I've also got a dwarf head. It's like, oh, good one. Good one, Timothy. Pot. I like your dwarf head. It's very nice. I was like, thank you, Geoff. Seems like they should be coloured or something. Yeah, I'm gonna paint them eventually. Eventually, I'll paint for Mom. I'm gonna... One day, another. These models will be painted. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. One way or another. They'll be painted. Yeah, and next week I'm going to do a painting stream. Not for these models though. I've got other models that I still need painting that got primed a long time ago. Yeah. I don't have a lot of time. If I'm not doing this on Handcam, I don't have a lot of time, and painting takes forever. And then it takes up a lot of your desk compared to model building, so it's sad. Yeah, next week, next Sunday, we'll be doing more... Actually, next Saturday and Sunday, we'll be more painting. And next Friday, we'll be collabing with Fire and Vermintide again. Yay! Hope so's happy about that. Helicopter. Can you believe dwarves have helicopter in fantasy? Like, could you imagine your fantasy setting? Imagine being isekai'd into the Warhammer world. And like, oh my gosh, a bunch of greenskins. I wonder if I can talk to them. And then suddenly you just start hearing Rider of Valkyries. It's and it's like just loads of helicopters zoom by overhead and just bomb the orcs to death. It's like, napalm everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then you just see these gun lines and these rats appear from the ground. It's like, with their Gatling guns. And then this one cat goes, get the nuke! And it goes, just paint yourself in green and then use green screen and then profit. Yeah. Yeah. Long ago she built model and then far to the future she will paint. I have too many models to build. Look at it. It's flying to the sun.
Aren't the dwarves from Elder Scroll technology advanced too?
Yeah, but they're tall dwarves. They're like elves. And also they don't really do much. They're all gone. They're all long gone. They did make robots though. But these dwarves are still around. And they've got guns. They've escaped enough machine guns and so on and so forth. Some people blame Warhammer for the death of the fantasy genre. It's like, why? Why? Like, what do you mean death of a fantasy? What doesn't fantasy can still have technology in it? In fact, some of my favourite fantasies have massive tech in them. Like, combination of tech and magic, like steampunk fantasy, is just so amazing. It's brilliant. I love it. Oh, blame Warhammer for what? For the death of fantasy. For the death of like fantasy and fiction. Where there's just so much technology now and power scaling and stuff. Other people blame anime. Some people blame Warhammer. I don't think there's any real blame to be placed anywhere. Death of fantasy. Death of fantasy. We need more futuristic fantasy. Yeah, I like the fantasy that's like Victorian era setting fantasy, basically. But I think at this point, we're going to end the stream. It was nice having you all here. Sorry I started late and didn't realise that what time I was meant to be streaming. But thanks all of you coming here. It was nice having you here. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Yeah. That you dream of cupcakes, you eat good food, you love everything. Yeah. You work hard, play hard, but don't work too hard. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love heart, you all. Love heart. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh. Love you all.